Okay. Hello everybody. Once again, my name's Robert and this is the Moffat Mountain Adventures channel. Welcome back. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell button so you don't miss up any adventures. And adventures, have we got an adventure today? So behind me, we've got Moffat. We're currently at a hill called Grey Lochhead, which already looks quite high, looks quite appealing. I've actually camped here very recently, which may or may not be on the channel already, I'm not sure. But this is nowhere near the objective. So the objective is, I've got 2 Corbetts to hit, and then the camp spot where I'm meeting Gary. And then Gary's got to be giving us a lift home in the morning. So I'm going to crack on with this. The next stop will probably be somewhere just before the first big Corbett, which is Hartfell. I'll tell you that now. Hartfell 808. And then the second one they're aiming for is Combe. If you're not sure where Combe is, that is the big one that is just above Lochhead, which you typically get to from the Grey Mare's Tail. But as you see, I'm doing it from my house, and I'm doing this all the way without the need of a car. So I'm aiming, this is 20 past 1, I'm going to be stopping soon for a wee lunch break. I'm aiming to be up there for about 6 o'clock. Once I get over the 808 plateau, it's kind of like the Cairngorms a wee bit, which is why I'm doing this. I've got a couple of big Cairngorms one I want to do in the next couple of months, which is going to involve almost 30-mile hikes with the bag. So I was just getting used to being on here. I've done 4.5 at the moment, feel good. Like I say, I'm only at 480 metres, so the next part is where we get this long gradual climb, and then we're going to be on to Hartfell. We'll turn left, we'll have a couple of hidden little dips. Hartfell Rig is one, and then we'll hit Hartfell, and then we have that long plateau that's going to take us over to Combe. So join us on this journey and let's see where we end up. So I'm about 6.5k up, just about to tackle Hartfell, and then the aim is, once I get up there, is to get myself a wee bite to eat before I move on to Hartfell. I think I'm doing alright for time. Always hard to tell in these kind of longer walks, but I feel as though I'm on the right kind of time for what I want to be. I definitely will be looking forward to getting that tent set up and getting a rest when I get there, but it makes it worthwhile. But I'm going to follow this quad bike track now, and that's then going to get us into Hartfell. So I think the next video will be at lunch spot. So 9.7k in, I kind of worked out this morning that it's going to be about a 20k walk, so about halfway. So I'm stopped for about 20 minutes, going to get a bite to eat. Just wait to see the view as well, it's lovely here. And then I can push on. I can see the trig point for the second Corbett in the distance, and then once I get up there I'll see the final target. Yeah, so I'm going to stretch the legs for a wee bit and get some food down me. Yeah, so far so good, been lovely. Weather's held off as well, which is a bonus. now familiar trig point, I guess, for this channel. Hartfell, 808 Corbett number 1. I'll give it a wee quick touch, but it's a flyby today because we've got a long way to go, which I'll show you just in a wee second. Quick panel of the views. You see, it's kind of got one of them iffy days today. You just don't know what it's going to do. Just for the record, I don't think I've said it already, but this is July. You know, for the people down south maybe, or somewhere else around the world, thinking it's alright in Scotland in July. Well, it isn't, it's rubbish. So, we've got to make do. Let's give this a wee quick tap. Bop, bop, bop. And now, ahead. That's the final destination up there. We're looking over there for the White Combe though. So, I'm aiming for another 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours to get myself up there. But for now, I'm just going to get down out the wind. It's a bit of a downhill from here for the next hour or so. Right, so I get a wee seat of this style for a bit. So, I'm just at the bottom of what's going to be the second to last really big pool. So I'll let some jelly babies down me. Hydrate a wee bit more. And get this on. I'm at 14.7k. So I think about 4.5 to 5k to go. It's going to be very soon. Once we get over this hill, we'll pretty much see the target for the rest of the way. So visually, you can then start popping as we go, you know. Yeah, view's been opening up lovely. Hoping for a really nice night tonight. That was why we wanted to come out high. Hopefully the sky's got to clear up and give us a decent sunset. Maybe a sunrise, but I don't think so. So, let's push on. Alright, so I'm just skirting round Firth Hope Rig, not needing to touch White Combe, but it's just that way. But there's the target ahead. You can just about make out that little pile of stones at the top. Yeah, so that's a really bad zoom in that was. But yeah, I reckon about a half hour, and that is me. I'm there. Nice. Oh, now here is a welcome sight. Here's the pile of stones that marks our summit. So what we need to do now is just check the lie of the land, get a pitch up, and I guess I'll just wait for Gary. Aha! Can't see Gary yet. Let's get this touched. And now, I need to work out which way the wind's blowing to find the right pitch. That should be fun, that'll be easy enough. Just blowing out early, on and off. The tents are up now. We're not quite in the spot we wanted. Should still get a decent view in the morning though. Well, anyway. We're about 20 metres away from that pile of stones that you've seen me at before, and that is the it's not the trig point, it's the kind of the marker for a lot of people for Lochhead Hill. Actually on the west maps is a wee bit further over there where the highest point of it is, but we're not going to argue with them because it's the coolest view, you know. And that was the point of coming up here tonight, was you get the best view looking down into what is St Mary's Loch, no, sorry, not St Mary's Loch, Loch Skene. I'm hoping we get a chance to show you that later on. but we'll see. It's on and off. There's no rain, but the wind's heavy, and the wind's not likely to drop much all the night. So whether we get any good drone footage, it could be a fun. We'll see. Anyway, we'll get to sit and chill underneath the shelter of a wall for now, and then get our tent sorted for there. Updates, I stand up. So I'm not stand up so you can hear. We're using that wall as a break. Gary's wee grab himself another beer. My tent's here. I really want to show you some view, but at the moment it's actually that low that I can't see much. But give it another 10 minutes or so. Cut my boots. Give it another 10 minutes or so, and I think we'll go down and let you see what it is we've got the view on. I'm still hopeful we can get the drone up. But it's not quite getting the drone now because I don't see none. I want to give you a view of what we should have been in an epic view for a camp. I'm going to show you what I picked up in the Coke this week. Jack Daniels and Coke. It's only 5%, so it's more Coke than Jack Daniels, but you know, different from the Malibu that I had the last time I was on a camp. I think I'm pretty much going to end up getting our last cans down and jumping to bed. As you can see, we're not going to see nothing. I'm really hoping that lifts by the morning so it gives you a proper view of the place. It's still nice to get out, but you know, the whole point of this camp particularly was coming to this location was for that view in the morning or now, but fingers crossed we still get that. Anyway, I'm going to chill out, and probably the next thing I'll do is I'll check back in once I'm in the tent, you know. A little bit excessive, but I've got this new head torch. You can see it's got a huge battery on it, so it's quite bulky. Probably not the ideal for just simple well camping, but yeah. So I'll show you without blinding you. We've got a single light, side lights, full light, strobe for calling Mr. Waiter, calling Mr. Rum, calling Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean, and then the red light on, so if I leave that on all night, so, yeah, you know, we're getting hookers. And then that's it. So 800 lumens apparently, which means very bright. So that'll go in my wee pile of electrical shite. You've got a bed. Let's see what the old torch is all about. Look at that head torch. Look at that. See Gary's tent, clear as day. So a couple of settings on it. I'll show you when I get in the tent. I thought, this is 800 lumens. This bad boy. So this is on the full. That's on if I fancy a disco. That's on the if I want to get a hooker. That's not it. I think that's the side light. So even the side light, look at that. See bar. And then if I go whoop whoop, that's the mini light. And then that is look at that, tents because it's starting to get blowy. Just want to remind you once again, this is July, as in summer. No. So, still been up last night. Me and Gary sat and chat for hours. He's got the tunes on. We've just jumped in our tents because it started to rain. And as you see, the wind's not really stopped all night. It's been like that pretty much. And the forecast, unfortunately, is more or less like this all night. So thankfully, I have an eye mask. So I always bring. I mean, even, especially in summertime, because summertime you get like 4 hours with semi-dark and it's not really dark. We're starting to get to that point again now where it is dark at nights. Not usually, man. Just it's darker tonight because there's clouds. And then I have my earplugs. I wouldn't say I wouldn't really recommend these ones. I mean, I'll show you. Yeah, so these are like, the camera should zoom in on these if I put them in a bit closer. There we go. So the reason why I wouldn't recommend these is because that little bit there sticks out. So during the night when you sleep, if you're a side sleeper like I am, it kind of digs in a wee bit. But what they will do is I'll barely hear any of that and I'll not know what's going on. So if you think back to some of the camps you've seen recently where I didn't know it was raining or didn't know it was windy, is because like I say I plug these in and I plug that in and I keep my hood up and I put myself in my wee bag, put my pillows over. Yeah, I'm cozy. Not cold at all. Just that wind. Frustrating because like I say, you want to, you know, when you think of wild camping and especially summits, you think of like sunrises and sunsets and all the fancy colours and stuff like that, you know. Sometimes you just don't get that, and for our end, you know, I know for me and for Gary as well, you know, a lot of it's just about getting out. Like we just love getting out and getting out, you know, like in my case I was on 19k and 19.5k I think it was to get here today. Just getting that you know, that satisfaction of doing that was enough for me. Gary's got his own reasons why he gets out. Just to tell you a bit about Gary, I mean, me and Gary have been mates for 20 plus years, something like that. He used to be in the Moffat mountain rescue. Very much loves his mountains, loves his outdoors. So things like for this, for example, was a case of on the chat, right, we're going to this hill, no worries. I didn't have to explain what routes was going. I told him what route I was going. He said what route he was going, and we said what time we meet up, and we meet up within 10 minutes of each other. And that's really handy to have. It's someone who's on that level of understanding of where the hills are. And we both knew what we were getting into tonight. We both knew weather wasn't brilliant, but we also want camp. So, okay, whatever this is, we'll deal with it, you know. I've even brought my Rab, which is the -10 jacket, and I never bring that. I haven't brought this since about February, but it's July in Scotland, you know. Just you wait till October when it's sunny. We've got our tops off, like Scotland. Right, anyway, I'm going to turn this off for the night. I am hoping we get something kind of view in the morning, but the forecast is supposed to be just this kind of cloud and a bit of wind. So unfortunately, I think what we've had so far may be what we get, but I don't know. You know, you'll know by what you got in the beginning of the intro of the video as to if you had anything better to look forward to. So this could be where you just turn off the video and go, can't be arsed with him anymore. He's rambled. Right. Yeah. I'll do any camping setup stuff in the morning. I want to go over Gary's. You know, Gary's got a wee interesting tent to go over as well, so we'll go over that in the morning. Right. I'm going to bed. And good night. Hi.
Got my washing up. My neighbour's still got his tunes going, so bit of Foo Fighters. I don't know if we're sleeping much in this tonight. Although I have got my new pillow. So yeah. If you can hear that or not. My eye mask. Oh, I'm ready for sleep actually. So, the wind didn't stop. I slept alright. Earplugs helped. I'm gonna get a bite to eat and then probably get packed up from there. Still got to try and get you some half decent view before I go. Sun kind of comes in and out of the cloud here. Let's get some food and let's take it from there. All day breakfast again, so I've just been in the water, nicely warmed up, that doing us. Go down scope, I think. Blowing an absolute hoolie up here. Hungry. Give you a wee chance to see the view while we're up here. I mean, this is little. So I'm at the stones, and as you'll see what we have is the absolute beautiful Loch Skein peeking out the clouds. Looks fantastic this morning, doesn't it? Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't get our picture where we wanted it, but you know, we can still pop out and see it. So. Hope you like the view. So that's the bag packed. The only thing left to do is get the tent put in there. I've got my boots ready to go and in my rubbish bag, and then it's just a case of stripping down the tent, which, as I like to do, we'll do that as a time lapse. Probably seen it's not as easy putting a tent away when it's windy, but that's mine away, my gap. Gary's got his bag on, so his bag's on, and we're going that way towards where Gary's car's parked. So, going to crack on, check in on the way down.
think I'm going to say goodbye for now. So once again, Hartfell Adventures. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one. I know I certainly did. I think you did too. See you guys next one. Bye bye.